Look, it's great to be here today with Susan and with Michaelia and Karen, and great to be here with Susie Bauer as well. I want to say thank you very much to those that we were able to meet with this morning. Professionals, people working on the frontline services, confronting stories as you would expect, and a need for more support and assistance. Over the course of COVID, as you know, we had a particular focus on investing into services because people were having to stay at home. The whole family dynamic and household situation, particularly for victims of domestic violence, had changed quite dramatically, and we ramped up very significantly the amount that we were putting into services, and we made a deliberate decision to do that. That funding was done on a bipartisan basis, and as Susan pointed out before, most every measure in this space is supported on a bipartisan basis because everyone's accepting of the fact that the scourge of violence, of domestic violence, financial coercion, every aspect in this debate is just completely and utterly unacceptable in our society, and we should be doing everything together to try and defeat it and work toward better outcomes for individuals, but for our country as well. As my colleagues have pointed out, this is a comprehensive package, and it builds on an investment of $3.5 billion already in the space. We heard from one of the services this morning about the need to interact with 19 different funding streams coming in predominantly from the Commonwealth. And so how do we work together to identify ways in which we can provide more efficiency in that money flowing either into the base funding or into services without the obvious full-time employees that are involved ultimately in administering all of that, writing the grant applications, etc., etc. So I think there are better ways in which we can work with services as well, and we're dedicated to all of that. So finally, I just want to say thank you to all of the frontline service workers, not only those represented this morning, but right across the country. This is a really gruelling area of practice, and for many people they burn out very quickly because it's confronting and it's life-changing for them in their own circumstances. And we need to do justice to the work that they're doing, and with our announcement today, I hope that we continue to put more support in place and send a very clear message that we don't accept violence against women, young girls, any Australian, and that's, I think, evidence today. Happy to take some questions.
Mr Dutton.
I'll start up this way. Yeah.
Mr Dutton, in relation to comments Dan Tehan made this morning on radio, he said that you'd be cutting skilled migration to 150,000 places per year. The current intake is 132,000, so are you proposing an increase to migration?
What we've said is that we're going to cut migration by 25% because we're going to cut it by 25% because the government has created a housing crisis through bringing 1 million people in over 2 years, which is unprecedented. So we're going to fix up.
Did he misspeak?
We're going to fix up Labor's mess, and we've been clear about what we do in year 1 and 2, where we reduce it by 25%. In years 3 and 4, we bring it back up. But we have to get Aussie kids into houses. We've also announced that we're going to ban for 2 years foreign buyers from competing with young Australians in purchasing those houses.